Hi, this is Michelle with Michelle's Macarons, and today I'm going to talk about 6 apps that I use to grow my home bakery business. These are just my favorite ones and ones that have helped me. So the first one is a color story. For the majority of my home bakery business, I was taking photos with my iPhone. So I didn't really want to put them onto my computer, then edit them on my computer, then put them back onto my phone. So I used an app called A Color Story, and none of this is sponsored. By the way, so I used an app called A Color Story. I still use it now. Even when I'm taking pictures on my real camera, I will take the photo, put it onto my computer, then put it over onto my phone and edit it this way. I mean, I could use Lightroom, but I just like this better, and I like keeping it consistent with all of my other photos. And I know that you can do that with Lightroom. It's just so much easier on this app because I've been using it. What I do is, this is why I liked it so much, because I would take a photo with my iPhone, the same spot, same time of day, whenever I'm taking my photos. So I would set up, if you haven't already, go watch this video and I show you my setup, my basic setup. So what I would do is I would take the picture in around the same lighting and then bring it into A Color Story. And I had a filter that I already made. So what I would do is I would take a photo, then go in and up the brightness, maybe up the contrast a little bit, just change everything around so it looked good. And then I would save that filter. So then the next time I go and I take a photo, I can just bring it in and click on my saved filters and choose that one. And you can label them 3 p.m. in the living room or wherever you're taking your photos. So if you're taking them at different times, you know this filter will need to go on this photo because the lighting's a little different. I also they offer other filters as well that actually look good. And you can use those on top of your filter, and you can layer them with other filters, and you can change the opacity of the filter. So you can make the filter more prominent or less, and you can layer them on top of each other. Then you can save those steps as well. So say you layer a couple different filters on top of your filter, on top of your 3 p.m. in the living room filter, then you can save those steps. So next time you go in, you can just put that on there and you're done. So really you just have to do the work of deciding on a filter and changing the brightness and contrast and stuff one time. Okay, so that's why I like A Color Story. If you're enjoying this video and you want to see others like it, hit the subscribe button and the bell next to it to be notified whenever I come out with a new video. Another app I really like is Trello. So I like the app, but I really like the desktop version. It's more I only like the app because of the desktop version. So I will organize Trello on my desktop and have it into all different sections and categories, and maybe months, weeks, I'll break it down like that and make different boards for every month or whatever. I use it for orders and for keeping everything else on task. So I will use it to make lists for maybe flavor ideas and stuff like that. And then I'll also use it for orders, because you can make different boards in your Trello app. And you can connect it to your calendar. So I'll put in, say, Shirley ordered October 8th. I will put October 8th. I'll put that in my calendar for that order. And then I will link it to my Trello board or whatever one I'm using to keep all of the information about each order. So I don't have to keep all of the information on my calendar. And there's stickers on it, which I really like. You can when you finish something, you can put a sticker onto the board, which I think is important. Okay, now another app that I really like is Canva. So Canva wasn't super popular when I first started. It would have been really nice if it were. But you can use Canva to make your logo, your graphics for Instagram, just anything where you need some sort of graphic, you can Canva. There is a free version, which is nice, but you don't get as many of graphics. But I like the paid version, but there's also a free version, which is just as good. I used that for a while. Also, if you're really into branding and you want to keep everything organized, I'm pretty sure you take the paid version and you can keep all of your branding stuff in one place, like your branding colors, the fonts you're using, your logo, everything. It's really nice. A design kit is another app that I use to grow my home bakery. It is made by the same people that make a color story. They could literally do anything. I love them. But this is kind of similar to Canva. I don't like saying that. The thing that I like about a design kit that I can't get on Canva is the illustrations and the fonts. I mean, they have that stuff on Canva, but this is just more like, not homemade looking, but the illustrations on a design kit, you just can't find anywhere else. I love them. And that is what I like to use for making really cute Instagram stories. You could also do that on Canva, but just the little like illustrations and typography they have available is just cool. You'll just download it and you'll see what I mean. It's just like very on brand if that's your brand when you look at it. Another app, MailChimp. So that's more of a website and an app, but I use MailChimp for my email list, and that is what I've been using from the start. I love it. Need an email list. You need a list that is yours. So if Facebook and Instagram shut down one day, how are you going to get in contact with all of your customers? Think about it. If Instagram or Facebook shut down right now, how could you possibly reach all of your, sorry to be a downer, but seriously, how would you reach your, say you have 100,000 followers on Instagram, they're all gone. You don't know their names. Even if you did like screenshot every single follower you had, you would only know their username. And without Instagram, the username is nothing. So think about that and get an email list going. Because if either of those go down, we have no clue how long it would take to get back up. And I mean, they could just never come back up, and that would be all of your customers. So get an email list going and just whenever you can, get people's emails. I mean, legally, ask them and they have to give them to you legally. But just build your email list. If you've been doing this for a while and you haven't now and you're thinking, oh crap, you're right, that would be horrible. But is it too late? It's never too late. Just start now. I mean, an email list of 100 is better than nothing. So just have that. You can email people when you come out with new flavors just to keep it kind of updated. So it's not like once every year you email them, but try to email them relevant things. This app, the Square app, is what I've been using for taking payments since I've started. So I use it at farmers markets. You get a little Square reader that you put on your phone and you can swipe cards. And my favorite thing about it is if you're at a farmer's market or some sort of event and there's no internet, you can still swipe it and it will save the information, not to you. You can't see it. So if anyone's hearing this that gives their card to someone using Square, it's not like it's in my phone for me to see. They don't even let you see phone numbers in there. So like they won't let the vendor see your saved card. It will just save it until you are on Wi-Fi or internet, and then it will run the transaction. The bad thing about that, I probably shouldn't be telling everyone this because you could kind of get scammed, is that if their card doesn't go through and you don't have Wi-Fi or internet, you won't know it until after the event when you're finally connected to Wi-Fi or internet. If that's the case, maybe get people's information, tell them what's going on and say, can I have your phone number and whatever, if you still want to use your card right now. But that is a nice thing. Sometimes your internet stops working. So you can use it even without internet. But that is what I use. That is what we use in the shop. Even we use Square, and that's what I've always used at events and stuff. Okay, and if you would like some help growing your home bakery business, join the email list below. I have a program called the Home Bakery Blueprint, and you can work with me to grow your own home bakery business. If you'd like, you can follow me on Facebook and Instagram, and I'll put those links in the description. Okay, check out these other videos. Okay, love you, bye.